Hi kids, in today's session you are going to learn about beginning of modern industries. How the modern industries it began only during the mid 19th century. Okay, first the plantation industries. The plantation industries it was first to attract the Europeans only. The plantation industries provide the job on a large scale and in reality it could meet the increasing demands for the tea, coffee and indigo by the British society. Plantation industry was started early in the Assam only, Assam Tea Company. It was founded in 1839. Coffee plantation also started during this period. As the tea plantation was the most important industry of eastern India, coffee plantation became the center of activities in South India. The third important plantation which gave birth to factory was jute. All these industries were controlled by the many former employees of the British East India Company. Machine based industries. Modern industrial sector in an organized form started with the establishment of the cotton textile industry in Bombay in 1854. It is the oldest industry. In 1855, jute industry. It was started on the Hooghly Valley at Rishara near Calcutta. And these jute mills were owned by the British capitalists alone. Cotton mills were opened in Bombay and Ahmedabad, and jute mills prolifered on the Hooghly River banks because for the jute preparation we need the water. So only they cultivated near the Hooghly River. The woolen and leather factories became prominent in Kanpur. The first paper mill was started in Ballygunge near Calcutta in 1870. Heavy industries. The heavy industries means iron and steel industry only we are saying as a heavy industries. The steel it was first manufactured by modern methods at Kulti in 1874. Iron and steel industries began rooted in the Indian soil in the beginning of 20th century. The credit for the development of large-scale manufacture of steel in India goes to Jamshedji Tata, the Tata Iron and Steel Company. It was set up in 1907 at Jamshedpur. It started producing pig iron in 1911 and steel ingots in 1912. Growth of modern industries. How the modern industries it began to grow. The length of the railways increased from 2573 km in 1861 to 55,773 km in 1914. Opening of the Suez Canal, it also shortened the distance between the Europe and India. Okay, so only they can able to export and import the goods easily there. This reduced distance facilitated further industrialization of India. Swadeshi Movement, the cotton mills increased from 1904 to 273. Okay, due to the Swadeshi Movement, the cotton mills it increased from 194 to 273 and jute mills from 36 to 964. The British had consolidated the power in India and thereby attracted large number of foreign entrepreneurs and capital, particularly from England. Foreign capitalists were attracted to Indian industry as it held the prospect of high profit. Labor was extremely cheap because only the Indian people only worked as the labor. Raw materials were cheaply available because in India only we produce the raw material. So India and its neighbors provided a ready market also. Next, Confederation of Indian Industry. The Confederation of Indian Industry it is a business association alone, but it is the non-government and also not for profit. Industry led and industry managed organization alone, the Confederation of Indian Industry. It is shortly called as a CII. It was founded in 1985. It has over 9,000 members from the private as well as public sectors, including small and medium enterprises and multinational corporations. Next, industrial growth in India. How the industries it grew in the India. That means how it had been grown in India. To realize the dream of development of industries, Indian government adopted policies like 5-year plans. Most important innovation in the industrial field after independence has been the introduction of the 5-year plan and the direct participation in industry by the government as expressed in the Industrial Policy Resolution of 1948. Industrial Policy Resolution, it was formed in 1948. In that one, what they decided, they want to establish more industries in India. That one, the government itself, they involved to establish the industries in India. As per the Industrial Policy Resolution 1956, industries were classified into three categories: Schedule A, Schedule B, and Schedule C. Schedule A, only the government can handle these industries. What are that industries? Atomic energy, electrical, iron and steel. Okay. Schedule B. In this one, it comprises road and sea transportation, machine tools, aluminium, chemical including plastic and fertilizers, ferroalloys and certain types of mining. Schedule C. Under this category, the remaining industries and left to the private sector. We are classifying the industries on the basis of raw materials, on the basis of ownership. On the basis of raw materials, we are classifying the industries as agro-based, mineral-based, like that. Okay. On the basis of the ownership, we are classifying that one as a public sector, private sector, joint sector, and cooperative sector.